So first of all, let me start off in this video and say Merry Christmas. Today is the first day of Hanukkah, and this will now be the third video I've done on Hanukkah. For review, Hanukkah 2023, which you can see the thumbnail of it here. This is my annual reminder that the temple was cleansed in A and BC 164 because of what the pollution caused it by Antiochus Epiphanes. And we're going to read the Maccabean accounts of the cleansing of the temple as a result of that revolt. So let's look here in 1 Maccabees chapter 4. Now on the 5th and 25th day of the 9th month, Cheslu, look at verse 53. They offered sacrifice according to the law upon the outer of burnt offerings. Verse 54. And they look at what time and the day the heathen that's Antiochus Epiphanes and his people profaned the temple. When the temple was cleansed and the people fell on their faces, worshiping and praising God for the given success, that's Judas Maccabean and his people revolting against their foreign rulers and cleansing the temple. And then it says here in verse 56, which is why we have Hanukkah today, one of the reasons, they kept the dedication of the altar for 8 days. Let's look at this account in 2 Maccabees 10:3. And having cleansed the temple, they made another altar because it was desecrated. Verse 6 here in 10. And they kept the 8 days with gladness as the feast of the tabernacles. And they ordained also a common statute and decree. In other words, for every Jew, that every year that those days should be kept, the whole nation of the Jews. And we come to John chapter 10, verses 22 and 23, where Jesus is attending that event. He's attending Hanukkah, called the Feast of Dedication. Just read John 22 and 23. Now, the common Seventh-day Adventist argument is that say, well, just because Jesus attended it doesn't mean he agreed with it. Weak argument, falls on several points. The first point would be, if the event attending is false, then we got a problem with that Christ who just decides to shut his mouth and not say anything and not correct the supposed falsehood that's there. Jesus showing up at the event is him certifying and stamping that, yeah, this is an actual event. I got no problems with it. I'm attending it. The event before Hanukkah, and it's been for Hanukkah since Hanukkah was instituted, is the Feast of Booths, or the Feast of Tabernacles. And Jesus attended the Feast of Booths and the Feast of Tabernacles the same way he attended Hanukkah. He just showed up. So let's just look at it right here. Jesus at the Feast of Booths. Verse 2. Now the Jews' Feast of Booths was at hand. We can go to verse 8. And Jesus said, hey, you guys go. I'm not going. Verse 10. But after his brothers had gone up, then Jesus went there. And then you can see in verse 11, he meant the Jews. In verse 16, he is dealing with the Jews who want to question him. So let's look at John chapter 10. The same exact thing happens. At the time of the Feast of Dedication took place in Jerusalem, it was winter. That's Hanukkah. And Jesus was walking in the temple in the colonnade of Solomon. And then the same thing happened here as the previous feast, and the Jews gathered around him and started questioning him and wanting to find out who he was and all that, etc. Jesus attended the Feast of Booths, the feast right before Hanukkah, the same way he attended Hanukkah. He just showed up. So just as nobody questions the Feast of Booths, which Jesus just showed up on, we don't have to question Hanukkah. So this year, I'm going to do something a little different than I've done in the previous videos. By the way, the previous 2 videos are linked in the show notes below. I want to look at the menorah. There's a specific menorah that's used, a lampstand, for Hanukkah, and that's something that I want to show you guys. So the menorah used in Hanukkah is not the menorah that's used in the temple. Let's look at the menorah that's for the temple here in Exodus. And there shall be 6 branches going out of its side. 3 branches of the lampstand out of one side of it, and 3 branches out of the other side of it. So here is that. Now we see in graphical form the 3 branches out of one side, the 3 branches out of the other side. So what is the difference between a temple menorah and a Hanukkah menorah? Do you spot the difference here? I'm sure most of you do, and the difference is this. The temple menorah, see, it has the 3 branches, as Exodus 25 said. But the Hanukkah menorah has 4 branches. It's a different one. Now, the Hanukkah menorah is not the temple menorah, and for obvious reasons. Because a professing Jew is not going to have a temple implement in their house. So that's too sacred. They're not going to do that. That's why the Hanukkah menorah is different than the temple menorah. So the Hanukkah menorah, with its 4 branches, right, not the 3 that we saw in Exodus 25, is something that you can have as a Jewish person and celebrating the cleansing of the temple in your house. Now, as I was doing research on these menorahs, the Jewish explanations for Hanukkah were really clear, and I'm only going to show you 2 examples because I could probably do this for the next 3 hours, but I'm just going to show you a few. Let's start right here and look at the blue underlined text. A small band of rebels arose, Judas Maccabee, and miraculously succeeded in pushing out the Greeks and cleansing the temple and reestablishing worship. See, the temple was cleansed. Let's look at this other Jewish source here. We're going to look at the red box on the next page, blown up. And it says what? The sacred altar had been polluted with swine's blood. Pagan practices had been introduced into Judeans' holiest site. Accordingly, the liberators did what? They cleansed the temple. Now I'm going to cite a secular source here, Britannica. Antiochus Epiphanes, who reigned right until 164 BC, and the rededication of the temple. Well, they're talking about Hanukkah here. Look in the middle. It's Judas, as in Judas Maccabeus, ordered the cleansing and restoration of the temple, and then after it was purified, Judas Maccabeus then proclaimed that the dedication of the temple restored was going to be celebrated every year, and that's what we know as Hanukkah. So Hanukkah is really a problem for Seventh-day Adventists because the temple was cleansed. Daniel tells us about the cleansing of the temple. That happened in 164 BC with Antiochus Epiphanes. And it's an annual reminder every year of what Hanukkah is. Every Jewish source I consulted knew what Hanukkah was. It's the cleansing of the temple. And then they signify that by the 8 days, the festival, when they light it on their home menorah, which is, again, not the temple menorah. There is a difference. But, Seventh-day Adventists seem to think they know more about this Jewish celebration than the Jews know. How absurd of Seventh-day Adventism. The Jews who created Hanukkah know why they celebrate Hanukkah. It's the cleansing of the temple. Adventists, I think, are just arrogant, and they think they can define and reinterpret this Jewish celebration, but they can't. So I'm going to end it right here. This is your annual reminder, Seventh-day Adventist, that Daniel 8 has been fulfilled. The temple was cleansed. The Jews recognize it, as you saw in these sources, and we can look at countless others. It was cleansed in 164 BC by Judas Maccabeus. The temple has been cleansed. Adventism has been refuted.